Beneath dozens of mangled corpses, a man lies perfectly still, trying not to breathe. The heavy iron boots of Spanish soldiers stomp past his head. Do you know what he is doing to stay alive? He has smeared the warm blood of his closest friends across his face, playing dead. The voices fade, the soldiers leave. He crawls out from the blood-soaked bodies and steps into the light. He looks around. In a world that had crushed him his entire life, the only people who had ever shown him kindness are now pieces of meat. In that exact second, in that bloody clearing, the former slave François died, and the most ruthless predator of the Caribbean woke up. Let's perform an autopsy on this mind. When the human brain faces extreme trauma and absolute fear of death, the amygdala, the brain's fear center, can completely shut down. Among those bloody corpses, François' prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for empathy and mercy, went permanently offline. In his mind, the compassion file was deleted forever. He was no longer a man. He was a biological machine programmed strictly for vengeance and destruction. He returned to piracy not for gold, but for pain. He wanted to strip his enemies of everything: their lives, their hope, their sanity. Soon, the mere whisper of his name made the entire Caribbean tremble. He raided settlements, took Spanish hostages, and engineered forms of torture that defied human logic. His favorite method? He would tie a thick rope around a victim's neck and twist it until their eyes popped out of their skull. He had forgotten the definition of mercy. To stop this butcher, the governor of Cuba sent a ship of 90 highly trained elite soldiers. But the hunters quickly became the prey. François ambushed them. Picture an unimaginable scene on the deck of that ship. 90 proud Spanish soldiers bound and forced to their knees. Standing above them is François, wearing the smile of a madman. He slowly sharpens his sword, and one by one, with his own hands, he beheads 89 of those soldiers. The deck drowns in blood. He leaves exactly one soldier alive. Why? To deliver a message to the governor. The message was simple. I shall never give quarter to any Spaniard again, and you are next. For years he burned cities, plundered treasures, and left behind nothing but ash and corpses. He began to believe he was untouchable, above death itself. But history always puts monsters in their place. Evil never escapes the executioner's block. During his final expedition into Central America, his ship crashed. He and his surviving crew were captured by local native tribes hidden deep in the jungle. These people did not know Spanish law. They did not care about the king of pirates. They punished François in a way that mirrored his own cruelty. They hacked him to pieces while he was still breathing. They roasted every piece of his body over an open fire until nothing remained but ash. In his final breath, the most bloodthirsty terror of the Caribbean finally felt the exact thing he had forced others to feel for years: absolute, unyielding terror.